I almost did the Markiplier intro. Oops.
Hey, you know, it's okay. We're just becoming Markiplier today.
I was gonna do the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's intro for a second.
You know, I've actually never seen that any of that intro.
We're gonna watch the FNAF intro after this. Anyway, hello everybody.
I actually don't think I've ever watched Markiplier.
What? Okay, hold on before we open that can of worms. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I am Phoenix, and today I'm joined with someone who's never seen Markiplier before. Lego.
Hi, you know, some people say I'm cultured. Some people say I'm not cultured.
You're not cultured? How do you never watched a single Markiplier video? I'm not even gonna get on you for the OG stuff because you're a baby, but like, come on. Nothing with the newer stuff?
I don't think I have.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so baffled. I might need to sit in the corner for a while. Oh my god, I need to message Weirdo.
Looks like he... So he does, like, gameplay videos?
Yeah, and he does... Yeah, it's mainly, like, Let's Play stuff. He's been doing that kind of stuff for years.
Yeah, I've never watched him. I don't normally watch many gameplay videos.
Oh my god. He's playing...
I used to watch a lot of gameplay videos.
I need to tell Weirdo. I need you to get cultured. So, this is embarrassing.
I mean, I know who Markiplier is. He's a huge name.
Yeah. Did you at least watch Iron Lung, or are you not into that?
Oh no, God no.
Okay. Little baby not into horror.
Only Resident Evil.
Alright, word. We're getting really off topic. This is a Stardew Valley Haley X Reader video, and we're just gonna talk about Markiplier and Let's Plays instead.
You know, priorities, I guess?
Yeah.
Wait, no, Haley's priority.
Yeah, Haley's a priority.
I need her to insult me right now.
You want her to do what right now? What?
Be kind to me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you said, so I was...
I don't know what you said.
What? Alright,
get started.
But yeah, let's just... God, we're losing it.
Crazy?
Yeah, it was crazy once.
They locked me in a room.
We're just getting the giggles out before we go to the convention tomorrow. That's my theory.
Either that or we're getting the giggles prepared.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Alright. Yeah, what the fuck do we remember from the last one? It's been a minute.
Haley was mean to us, and she's really pretty.
Okay. Oh, and it was her birthday in the last recording.
Yes.
Yeah, we made her a nice pink cake, and that's her favorite, canonically, in Stardew Valley. So take notes if you want to give Haley some gifts, Lego. Pink cake and sunflowers.
Yeah, I took note of the sunflowers. I forgot about the pink cake. So I now have to figure out how to make her a pink cake by her birthday in like a week.
Oh yeah, you don't have a kitchen, so you can't really make it, but like you can stop by like the Star Drop Inn. Sometimes they'll have different foods. You can bank on it.
You know, she told me she really wished the town had a mall, so I asked if I could make a mall, and my friends told me no.
Yeah, sorry.
I just want to give her a mall, you know? It'll make the place better.
You're too much of a simp. You're prepared to like deforest like an entire plot of giant land and make a bunch of animals like relocate just to build a mall for your wife.
You know, I'm already on the deforestation part.
Oh, that's awesome. The arc has already
But that's
started.
because apparently we need to deforest the place to make a farm.
Yeah.
Why not just make the farm into a mall?
You're so right. Alright, we're getting off topic again. Well, I mean, like, we're somewhat on topic, but... Alright, we're on chapter 12. Hopefully, maybe Haley is nicer to us in this. And also, just in case, for future me, our name is Bella Stone, we have blue eyes, we're a brunette, and our farm name is Death Star. Just so I don't forget, you're on my string. Alright.
That was not very sly.
It wasn't. That was what popped into my head as soon as I said, "Don't you forget." Alright, would you like to be heads or tails, Serene?
It wouldn't do a thing.
Don't you forget.
I like head, so we'll do head, because head is pretty.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading first. Please don't cry.
I don't have my vine boom anymore either.
No, oh, I'm sorry.
Or my sounds, my nitro's gone.
It's time to renew it.
Oh, I don't want to pay Discord.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I stopped for a while and was like, wow, I don't even miss this.
I hate how ugly my Discord looks.
Yeah.
That's like my main thing I really liked, and the soundboards.
Yeah. Maybe one day someone would gift you Nitro for being you. It's not gonna be me right now, man. I'm too poor.
No, because I've been doing the quest, and I've been doing the any free trials that come up in my face.
That's why you're like, don't let the flame die out.
Yeah, I kept that going for like 3 months.
Damn, and then you just ran out.
Yeah, I ran out of points, and I ran out of free trials.
Damn. Let's just ask Cameron and be like, can you buy me Nitro for a year? Please.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
What, beg Cameron to buy you Nitro? Hi Cameron, I know we've only met twice in person, but could you pretty please buy me Nitro?
Yeah, you know, he can't say no.
Yeah, the worst thing he could say is no.
I was wrong. He punched me in the face.
No, he would never. Alright, POV, Haley. Gosh, he's so hot, you know? I said, faking enthusiasm lacing my tone. Me and Alex were currently hanging out in my room. I was talking about Elliot and how hot he was. I didn't mean it, but I wasn't ready to admit you I really thought was hot. Oh, that you were. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Who's Elliot? Or Alex?
Alex is one of the boys that hangs around Haley a lot. They're kind of like tight like that. And Elliot is one of the older bachelors. He lives on the beach. He's in that cabin that you see on the beach.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I romanced him my first time playing Stardew Valley. He was so sweet. Such a sweetheart. If you're into people that are really like romantic and like romantic gestures and like would write you like poems and shit, he's your guy. But like but anyway. Alex replied. What? I defended. I might have sounded defensive, but could you really blame me? I was already having doubts about my sexuality. People not believing me when I said a man was hot made alarm bells go off my head. I did not like those alarm bells. Don't take it the wrong way, but I didn't think you were all that into men. Alex said straight face.
Damn, very straightforward.
Damn. My mind doesn't process what Alex had said for a minute, but when it does, shock is surely written all over my face. I didn't want to admit how I felt, not to Alex, not to anyone. Springing this on me has my nerves fried. I feel it tight in my stomach, like I was about to throw up. That was not what I wanted to do in front of my best friend. What the hell did he just say? Just, if that's how he wants to play this. Well, since we're on this subject anyway, I didn't think you're all that into women. I shot back, eyebrow raised. Now Alex was had shock written all over his face. Did he think I was dumb? His eyes followed Seb everywhere he went when the emo wasn't in the room. I don't. Alex stuttered unconvincingly. Is that why you look for Seb everywhere? I asked. Now Alex's eyes looked wide as saucers. The mention of Seb's name made his whole front flush red. It was adorable. I didn't enjoy doing this, but Alex forced my hand. I don't know what you're talking about. Alex rushed out. I leaned back in my bed and give him an unimpressed look. Really? Alex gulps. Try trying to turn this on me. You like Bella, Alex says while he points his nublet accusingly at me. Ah! My eye twitches, my throat is dry, and I feel my palms starting to get sweaty. Arms weak. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous. My perfect mask is slipping away. My control... I'm spiraling, and I have no idea how to stop it. Why did Alex bring this up? Is this doing any of us any good? I don't, I finally say, nublets waddling in my lap. And eyes on the floor.
Forgot about Nublet.
How could you forget about Nublet?
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting Nublet to make an appearance today.
Yeah. Alex is the one that's sighing now. You do. I saw it in your eyes when she came to see you. When she gave you those flowers. I about fainted from her charm when she smiled, Alex dreamily said. Hey! I yelled. Alex put his hands up, and then there was a smirk on his face. The smirk says that he caught me red-handed and annoyed me and loved me so much. You don't like Bella? Sure, Alex says. I don't know why we're talking about this. Can we just talk to each other, Haley? We're supposed to be best friends, but we're lying to one another, he says dejectedly. I feel so bad. My mask I keep up all the time feels non-existent. I need it to protect myself. But I just want to tell someone, anyone. Alex is asking to be that person. Should I? It would be risky, but it might be a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, I blurted out. Okay, Alex repeats. Yes, okay, we won't lie to one another anymore. So, Bella? Alex probs. Alright, it started when I went to take some pictures, I said, trailing off. Also, you see this fucking art? Ah! Delicious!
My goodness. Yum. I love her. Like,
she's
wife.
wonderful.
Oops, almost wrote a comment.
You almost wrote a comment?
Yeah, you know, I clicked on the comment, I typed out some words.
You're like...
But, you know, I accidentally almost, you know, fuck.
You're like, yummy seconds, please, and you're about to submit it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what am I doing?
I have free will.
I can contain myself.
You better than me. I would have typed some raunchy shit if we were reading like a Dr. Harvey thing. You better than me.
Alright. Today was spring 21. The day you can finally finally harvest your strawberries. You already harvested your parsnips and got the money for another batch. It just so happens that you can harvest a second batch of parsnips today too. Your farm is growing quickly, which makes you think that you should start looking into what Robin would do to accommodate the growth. She's a successful carpenter. You knew she would have some great ideas. Ideas that would cost a lot of money, but still great ideas. You chuckle at the thought. You went out onto your farm and saw your crops fully grown. You were excited to see how many strawberries you would harvest from the first crop. These plants looked healthy. You ghosted your nublets over the leaves, checking them for any impurities. Close enough. You could see that your 10 strawberry plants were going to yield a decent number of strawberries. When you were done harvesting everything, you counted how many strawberries you had gotten from this yield. You had gotten 24 strawberries in total. A creeping smile grew on your face. You knew getting those strawberry seeds would pay off. You couldn't wait to see what you got for them. You moved over to the box and put everything you had just harvested into them. I say, how does that box even work?
Lewis comes by during the night and ends up selling them in the town. I guess at night.
Okay, because it just never made sense. You're throwing into an infinite pool of box, and then it just disappears.
It's magic.
Never to be seen again. You're right, it is magic. I didn't know this world was magical.
It's magic.
Found the cold.
Yeah.
So, that was the one thing I took very big note of, was there's a cold.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's not... Wait a minute. Who told you there was a cold?
My intuition.
I hate to tell you, but your intuition is wrong. There is no cold.
Then what is the cold?
There is no cold.
So what is that golden room with a sacrifice table?
You're gonna have to show me pictures later. Because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm scared.
This is an unmodded version of the game, by the way.
I'm gonna have to see this later.
Every time I used mods.
I'm gonna have to see this later. I'm having an episode.
Just have to wait till tomorrow to see what I'll get, you say. After you finish that, you decide to head to the carpenter's shop. You were excited to see what Robin could build. On your way to Robin's shop, you saw Lewis standing in front of a dilapidated building. It's funny that I could say dilapidated, but I couldn't say shop. You hadn't been this far except to visit Haley near the fountain, so you were intrigued by this building and why Lewis was standing there. Mayor Lewis? You called out. Lewis turned around and looked sad. He was wearing a four-loom expression. You thought it was probably because of the building he was staring at. You knew tight-knit communities like this preserved their heritage. The building in front of looked like it was on its last legs. Oh, hi there, Bella. Lewis said. Is everything okay? You asked. Lewis sighed. Don't you think this building is an eyesore? He asked. Well, it probably has seen better days, you reply. This used to be Pelican Town's community center. This building was our pride and joy. It was always bustling with activity. Now look at it, it's just sad. Mayor Lewis said with a defeated tone. These days, the young folk would rather play on their phone than engage with the community. You hummed non-committedly. You sympathized with Lewis, but you didn't know if that last statement was exactly true. The older generation always seemed to have something to say about the younger one. Excuse me. You didn't work. You didn't work hard enough, or you didn't value things as much. Was it the younger generation's fault that employers set impossible standards for minimum wage jobs? Was it the younger generation's fault that we couldn't buy homes because they were impossible to attain? Was it the younger generation's fault that they were dying at an all-time high because nobody cared enough to care?
Whoa, okay, this got really... this hit a little too
I'm
close
not
to home right
expecting
now.
this to get that deep.
That's crazy.
I didn't know Stardew Valley was like that.
I was not expecting that. Okay. Good for you, I guess, girl. Alright.
He sympathized, but you also had disdain for people who said things like that. But don't listen to me. I sound like an old fool. You thought that was good, that he was at least self-aware. Isn't there anything you can do? You asked. Georgia Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into warehouse. Pelican Town used the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well, if anyone else buys the Georgia Corporation membership, then I'll just go ahead and sell it. Lewis said spitefully. You tilted your head to the side and looked over at the building. It had some charm. The vines, holes, and overall tattered look didn't do it any favors, but you could at least see a good-looking building in the past. Lewis sighed. Alright, let's go inside. Lewis walked up to the door, unlocking it, and motioned for you to follow him. You were right behind me as you what do you mean you were both right behind me? Who's the other person?
It's a ghost. It's Nublet.
Nublet's just in the back doing the cameraman's work,
Yeah.
describing everything. Oh my god, Nublet's the writer?
Crazy. Yeah, they're a producer.
Yeah. You both walked into the rundown building. The sun shone down through one of its holes and got in your eyes. But when you could see again, you saw a wide open space. You noticed some odd hut in the left corner of the main space. Lewis, I'm guessing that isn't part of the community center? You said with a chuckle. I guess Vincent and Jas must have been playing in here, he replied. Do you think the space is still usable? You asked. Honestly, I don't know. It's even more dilapidated than I remember, he replied. Such a shame, you replied sadly. You both sighed. I'm going to go home and have some lunch. You can stay and look around if you want, Bella. You watched Lewis leave, which left you alone in this big empty space. Chills ran down your spine, but you paid no mind to it. You did take him up on his offer of exploring a little. There were a few extra rooms besides the main one, but that was all you could find. I thought it would be useful if someone fixed it all up. Probably should head over to Robin's now, you said aloud. You made your way to the community center to the carpenter shop. It didn't take that long. There was a path you followed that led you there. It was a dirt path, like most out here, but you were thankful for it. You also heard that Marnie's ranch was directly south of your farm, so you probably would make a stop there next after you talked to Robin. You had enough money to get some farm animals, then your land would really be a certified farm. You hadn't taken care of the animals since you were little, but you were sure with Marnie's help, it would be fine. You know what, we have chickens, and we didn't name them. They were called Toast and Beans.
Wait, you named it Toast and Beans? That's awesome.
No, the game named them Toast and Beans.
Oh yeah, they have names that they auto roll to, but yeah, you can name them whatever you want.
Yeah, I was wondering if a British person came in and named these, because like it's just too perfect. Anyway,
Sorry.
Robin's carpenter shop looked a lot like a house in your opinion. It even had a garage to the right. Your eyes were drawn to the cube painting of a saw that was right about the front entrance. Is Robin country?
Yeah.
All right, time to give her a hard country accent. Bella, Robin said with a bright smile. Hello, Robin. You replied with a wave. What can I do for you? She asked. Well, actually, I wanted to get some prices for different buildings. You know, thinking ahead. Robin's eyes lit up. Of course. I can do a number of things. Are you thinking of something specific? A couple things. A barn, a coop, a well, and maybe a silo. You said, tapping a nublet on your chin in contemplation. Wow, you weren't kidding. Okay, I'll give you the prices for those particular buildings. For barn, it'll be about 6,000 G to start. Now, if you want the barn to hold more animals, then it goes up in price and tops out about 25,000 G. The coop is the same as the barn. Base price is 4,000 G, but tops out at 20,000 G. A whale and a silo will run about 1,000 G. What does G stand for? Gold?
Yeah.
Some of those things are out of my price range right now, but all I can afford is a well and a silo, you replied. Great. I don't have any major projects right now, so I could head out as soon as tomorrow to get them started if you like. That would be amazing, Robin. Thank you, you say. I should be thanking you, Bella, Robin said with a light laugh. You are employing me, after all. Just one of the best carpenter in town, you said, smirking. I'm the only carpenter in town, Bella. Robin yells, unlike me. You chuckle and make your way out of the carpenter's shop. Robin was always fun to talk to. You knew you were a paying customer, but she was just a nice person in general. He would gladly pay her for her services. It made so much sense now why Maru was so nice. You hadn't met Sebastian, but you assumed they were the same. Now you find yourself at Marnie's ranch. You said you'd go and with you starting these projects, you thought it would be smart to talk to Marnie about the prices of her animals. Your eyes roamed the building and it looked like it was made out of brick. Had a red shingled roof and looked like it'd be two different buildings. Is this the place where there's the cows sitting outside just staring at me patiently?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like the cows are in prison.
No, they're fine.
Is this a consensual cow holding center?
Yeah, because they have a little building that they can go into, so they go outside to eat grass and stuff.
Okay, good. They looked sad. You open the door, but to your surprise, no one is there. Hello? You call out, but the space is empty. Marnie, are you there? You try again. You waited for a moment, but there was no answer. Marnie! You yelled. Again, no answer. You didn't know what to do. Marnie said to stop by, but she wasn't there. Where the heck was she? She wasn't here, that was for sure. It annoyed you because you went out of your way to come here. You could have been working on a number of things that needed to be doing around the farm, like Haley. You sighed in frustration. You guessed you would have to leave empty-handed. You didn't know how you were going to get the animals to put in the barn and coop if you couldn't track down Marnie. This is something you were going to have to put on the back burner. Maybe you would just focus on your crops for now. Marnie, you muttered, shaking your head.
Oh, wait until you get to that part of the game, man. Whenever you need Marnie, she ain't there.
I have no idea who Marnie is in the first place.
Just you fucking wait. Wait, is this the flower dance? I'm so sorry. I wish you got to read first, because I'm going to be taking all the Haley's shit.
What's the flower dance? I love the name of the flower dance. I don't know what the flower dance is.
When you get further...
It sounds really pretty.
When you get further into spring... Actually, Haley's birthday is in spring, right?
Yeah.
If you're able to grind out hearts with her, you are able to talk to her at the flower dance and dance with her.
How do I grind hearts?
You have to talk to her every single day and make sure you give her love gifts. Every single day, too. Well, not like you can only give them 2 a week before it resets. So you gotta like be on top of it. You gotta make sure you find her every day and talk to her. And make sure she has a love gift.
Fuck. How do I get sunflowers?
They are a summer flower. But I can send you a couple things that she likes.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, chapter 14. Today was the day. Spring 24. The day of the flower dance. Also, how far did you get in Stardew?
I got a weekend.
Maybe it's enough time. Were you nervous? Yes, a million times, yes. You woke up nervous and... Oh, you woke up nervous. You and Haley had grown closer, but you didn't know if you had grown that close. Although Haley did comment a couple times about you going. You sigh. No matter what you thought, it always went in circles. That was a bad habit and it made you second guess everything. It was one of the reasons you had never had the gall to quit your job. Second guess whether you would find another one or how would you pay your bills. Your head was your biggest enemy, and it was doing it again with this situation. Whether Haley actually wanted you there or not. You need to get your mind off of this for a second, so you went to check the box. Even with your heightened anxiety, you were excited to see how much you had gotten this time. If you had gotten a lot from the strawberries, then it would be a good source of income when you paired it with the parsnips. You could even get a different type of seed. You can grow a little bit of everything depending on the season. When you got to the box, you opened it to look and see 5,400 G. Oh my gosh, 5,000? You couldn't believe it! Even with the parsnips, you had 4,300 G for the strawberries. They made up the bulk of the money. The strawberries were a good investment. You had a feeling that they were, but seeing that you were actually right made you feel a sense of pride again. You pocketed the money and walked back inside. You didn't notice, but it was getting close to the start time of the flower dance. Dang it! You shouted. Like a blur, you quickly started to get ready. An extensive shower, brush your teeth, deodorant, clothes, and some cologne to top it all off. You never liked perfume. You didn't think it'd fit who you are. There was that one time you tried some, but you ended up spilling the entire bottle on yourself. You ended up smelling like apples for a week. It was awful. How do you smell perfume? That thing is hard to get open.
That's what I was questioning too. Like, how are you using this perfume? You're trying to dump it on yourself?
Yeah. We're drinking it.
Hey, at least your breath will smell nice.
Yeah, and then you just have to contact, like, poison control after. You looked at yourself in the mirror when you were done. It was basically the same outfit you had worn for the Egg Festival, but had a different colored shirt and jacket. The shirt was a light purple instead of white, and the jacket matched the slacks. You smiled at your reflection. You were ready to go. When you arrived at the town square, you actually met with Jody and the cute bundle of energy that was Vincent. Hello, Judy, you greeted warmly. Bella, Jody explained, wrapping you in a hug. Someone's excited to see me, you teased. Jody pulled back from the hug, cheeks red. Are you heading to the flower dance? Jody asked, diverting the conversation from her embarrassment. I was just on the way there. You want to walk there together? You asked. Sounds like an amazing idea. Vincent, do you want to walk together to the dance with Bella? Yes, please, Mom, can we? Vincent asked excitedly. Of course we can, Jody.
Vox?
It's a child! He's not gonna become a murderer.
Vox out as a child, too.
He's not gonna be a murderer, I promise.
I swear, if I hear him talk about Rome...
Bro! Of course we can, Jody replies as she held onto Vincent's hand. With that decided, you, Jody, and Vincent made your way over to the Cinder Snaps Forest. You didn't know where that was, so you let Jody lead the way. You and her talked about everything under the sun while walking. Jody mentioned that Ken had called her telling that he would be back home soon. You smiled at the way she talked about him. Vincent also seemed to be happy that his dad would be back soon. Jody said that he'd like you to meet him when he gets back, which you agreed to. Ah, here we are. We just have to follow this path, cross the bridge, and then we'll be there, Jody said. You nodded your head. Speaking of your head, it was on a swivel. You were looking at the beautiful scenery that was all around you. Some of the trees in this forest had pink leaves. You asked Jody what kind of trees they were, and she said they were cherry trees. The name reminds you of the Japanese cherry blossom, which looked similar. Crossing the bridge was a little scary, but you didn't really pay attention because there was a waterfall in the back that stole your attention away. The water looked so clear that you can just jump in and swim around in it. When your eyes finally left the waterfall, you saw a shop that was right at the end of the bridge. Hey Jody, I'm gonna go check out the shop. Okay, see you later? Jody asks. Of course, you reply. Jody walks off with Vincent, a smile on her face. You think she's becoming a good friend to you. You go in the opposite direction and walk up to the shop. Hello there, the shopkeep says. This is just Pierre. Did they write out the entire list of things you can buy?
Think so.
Oh, can I look at what you're selling, you ask? Of course. Take a look. Seasonal decor, 350G. Large seasonal plant, 350G. Small seasonal plant, 350G. Tub of flowers, 250. Tub of flowers recipe, 1,000. Daffodil, 10. 50G each. Dandelion 10, 50G each. Rare crow number 5, 2,500G. Large decoration wallflower, 800. Small decoration wallflower, 800. Ceiling leaves, 400. Leaves, 400.
Damn.
You listened, looked at all the things the man was selling, but none of it was really interesting you. But one thing was, if there was a flower dance, does that mean your partner would make some flowers? If that was true, then you should probably pick up some daffodils. I'll take all your daffodils, I said. Certainly, coming right up. The shopkeep gets all the flowers together and hands them to you. Yen and what he's owed, and you make your way to the actual flower dance. The first person you run into is Pam. The woman looks a little tipsy. Bella! Now this is the life, huh, kid? Sweet wine, a babbling brook, warm air. Did I mention wine? Pam asked. You couldn't help but chuckle a little. Yes, Pam, you did mention wine, you replied. Oh, well, I'll get out of your hair. Enjoy the dance, Pam says loudly. You shake your head and keep moving. You can see they set up a table that has a bunch of food on it. And who was there? It's Shane, of course. Shane did love to eat. And you weren't surprised that he was there. I fucking hate that guy. Shook your head. Your eyes moved around the open field that had a fence around it and a nice looking flowers around it. You saw a little old lady tending to them, so you decided to strike up a conversation. Hello, man.
Is Pam an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Figured.
Writing notes as we read. Pam, alcoholic. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Did you do all these flowers, you asked? Hello, dearie. Yes, you like them? I've been working on these floral arrangements for a week. I'm glad they caught someone's eye. They look amazing, ma'am. You did a really good job, you say as you look at the beautiful arrangement. Why, thank you, miss. Stone, Bella Stone. But you can just call me Bella, you said with a charming smile. All right, dear, and you can call me Granny if you like, Granny said. I might just do that, but would you mind giving me the honor of knowing your name? You said, trying to be dashing. Granny chuckled at the display. Yes, if you must know my name, it's Everlyn. Everlyn is so sweet in Stardew Valley. You're gonna love her.
Okay.
Yeah. Evelyn, sounds like a name for a powerful woman, you said. Oh, I like you, dearie, Evelyn says with a kind smile. From the corner of your eye, you notice the familiar blonde hair that gets your attention. Stop talking to this old lady and just go over to her, dearie, Evelyn says while she made a shooting motion. Everyone knows that we're a lesbian. You little farts are in on it. Okay, I'll be on my way then. Evelyn gives you one last
He's trying to help us get laid.
Yeah, everyone's trying their best out here. Evelyn gives you one last wave and starts walking, and you start walking in Haley's direction. She's in the middle of the dancing area. Haley notices you walking over to her, flowers in hand, and smirks at you. Whether that was a good smirk or bad smirk, you didn't know, but you hoped it was a good one. Bella, fancy meeting you here, Haley says. Haley, nice seeing you too, but what are you doing? Practicing my dance moves, of course, Haley says, and then does a little swirl. Speaking of dancing, you said, but trailed off. Yes, Haley asked. Would you be my dancing partner, Haley? You asked, flowers extended. Oh, thank God. This could have gone horribly. Haley giggles. Of course, I'll let him be your dancing partner, Bella, Haley replies and took the flowers from your hands. You let her sigh of relief. Unfortunately for you, Haley saw that and giggled some more, but she was hiding behind the flowers. Worried, were you? Haley says mischievously. You raised an eyebrow. What gave you that impression, you asked? Haley was the one to roll her eyes at me. Are you sure you can handle me? There is time to still back out, you know. I've been Flower Queen for the past 5 years, and I'm not ready to step off of the throne just yet, Haley explained. Feeling confident, you stepped closer and closer and closer still until you were almost touching each other. Whoa, ma'am, you're in a field. Haley's breathing picked up.
No, just wait for the bedroom.
Reaction. Yeah, just wait a minute. There's people here. Oh, I can handle you alright. The real question is, can you handle me? You said with an eyebrow raised. Haley's cheeks started to tint with red. She was about to respond when Lewis called out to everyone. Alright, everyone. It's time to start the dance, he said. Guess we'll see, Haley says while staring straight into your eyes. Everyone, the ones who are participating should partner up. The rest of you, I ask you to step back and watch from the sidelines, Lewis said. The participants lined up on either side of each other. You and Haley were facing each other. You couldn't help but stare at Haley. She was beautiful. The flowing white dress, her flower crown, the ocean blue eyes that felt like they were staring into your soul. You both stared at each other. Then the dance starts. Haley sways and lifts up her dress, twirling. You move closer and closer and transfer her movements until you're right in front of her. You decide to be bold and grab her hips. The swaying continues, but you let Haley lead. One step left, another right. You copy her movements. Haley knows what she's doing, and by the time you realize what you were doing, you're actually dancing. Haley pulls her face in the crook of your neck, and everything is silenced out. It's only you and her, dancing. Together. Absolute fucking cinema. Also, I'm gonna use this picture at the very end, the thumbnail.
I need to make Haley my wallpaper now.
Yeah. She wasn't already? I see how it is. It was Velvet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you're gonna go to the convention as Velvet, so if you want to keep it going.
You know, I was thinking for the convention actually to have Velvet and Valentino, since you know that's her best friend.
Yeah.
Maybe have Tablet Vox in the corner.
Oh my god, yes.
Time out.
You can use one of the postcards that have Velvet and Valentino on it for like.
Yeah.
As,
like just throw Vox in the corner.
Yeah, he's like photoshopped in like really badly.
Yeah. Do we have time for another chapter?
No, I'm sorry. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. don't hyperventilate. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I know the only thing that can fix this.
The wheel.
Well, that too. But I was gonna say becoming Haley.
Yeah, you know what? If you can't be with her, be her.
Alright, that's my next cosplay!
Hooray! No, I can see you pulling it off. A long blonde hair with like the cute outfit. I can see it. It's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, let's see what the wheel has.
Wheel can pull this off first.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, you can see the wheel, right?
Let me... Yes, I can see it.
Sweet!
Please, Wheel, I need this.
It'd be funny if it lands on Emily X Alistair.
If it lands on that, that's basically the Haley X reader.
That we can't keep skipping over it forever.
We can.
It wasn't even that bad. We predicted Haley X Alistair fan art.
You mean Emily X Alistair?
What did I say?
You said Haley X Alistair.
I'm tired. Oh.
Like, oh, is it gonna be my choice?
I think it's going to be. Once it rolls over to Agatha X Rio. Holding my breath.
Okay, we're doing Haley X reader again.
Alright, let me write that down. Haley 6 Lego. Look at that.
Beautiful. The wheel's actually on my side.
For once.
2 times in a row. How many months did it take for it to be on my side to get this stupid book again?
Oh well. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? We just read Astrid and like Agatha.
I know,
Rio.
but I've been dying to read the Haley.
Actually, I have my journal next to me. I can see. Damn, that was the Jax shit. Damn.
That Jax book was crazy.
The books that we don't talk about. Okay, was it back in January? I think it was back in January. Was the last time we filmed.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, but it's back. Haley's back. All right. See, more Haley in the next one.
Thank God.
Damn, I almost have April planned out. This is awesome.
Oh, we're in April.
Yeah, this will go up on the 14th.
Fuck, we're past April Fools.
Sorry.
Okay. Save your April Fool's prank and prank them on the 31st. They will never expect it.
Yeah. There is no 31st of April.
There isn't?
No, there's the 30th of April, and that's it.
I guess that's the prank on me.
Yeah, you want to do like May 1st?
Yeah, prank them on May 1st. They will never expect it now.
Yeah.
Especially after I've tricked myself.
No one can fool anybody but me.
I love that book.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Yeah, we know.
No, I have a lot of wives.
Yeah, don't worry, I have a lot of
Apparently.
husbandos, so like... It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Lego, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Even though we got really distracted beginning with Markiplier for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you're welcome, and thank you for joining me today.
I'm gonna thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. And thank you, the viewers, for joining us today.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Especially all these people that say the end of these Wattpad recordings. Thank you.
Yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, comment cookie.
Cookie?
Yes, comment cookie.
Okay. No, yeah.
Made it to the end of the video.
Yeah, that's the only proof that you have that you watched this in full. On screen is a playlist of all the other Wattpad book club readings I've done in the class, including with Lego. There's Weirdo, there's Jolene, there's Honey, and then there's Sage. So if you want to see specific people, check out the playlist. You can kind of tell who read what with me. And also the last Wattpad book club reading is on screen, which was Weirdo, us reading a Kate Vi and Time Bomb fanfiction. So if you are interested in Arcane, check that out.
Go watch the Cade Vi part of it.
Don't worry, Jinx didn't even show up. They like hinted at her, be like, "Dude, I think she's still alive," and then we didn't really get to see her.
Yeah, just go Cade Vi. You know, that's the important part.
Yeah, I ended up getting spoiled for the entirety of season 2, so.
Oh, poggers.
Yeah.
Did you know they have sex?
What? No! I was not told of this!
Yeah, it's a very important part. You know, they have sex in the prison.
Oh my
Caitlin
god.
Vi.
Well, now I have to
Actually,
watch it!
Yeah, in Jinx's prison cell, actually.
Oh my god, I can't do this. You have any final words for this?
Go give your favorite lesbian a flower.
Alright, I'll give you a flower tomorrow.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. On that note, my name is Phoenix, that was Lego, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, bye!
Bye.